We have returned to the glorious paused in the middle of a cutscene skip event. Looks great, doesn't it?
And howdy.
Sorry, I just don't want to stop. I want to keep playing and playing and playing until I'm done.
Or until we die. One of the two.
The latter might come first.
I could think of worse ways to go.
That is true.
So from what you've told me about Randy, he's basically the male Sarah. Drinking, gambling, and being a terrible influence on people younger than him.
Oh, you're right.
And speaking of drinking, gambling, and being a terrible influence on people younger than them, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
Oh my god, that was the most brilliant intro segue I've ever heard. And it's all true. I'm the opinionator.
And I'm V Square.
Okay, so Randy would just never stop flirting with Sarah. And she would get along with him really well and think he was really cool, but he's just not her type because she only wants men who are 25 years plus older than her. By the way, I totally don't mind women who like guys that are 25 years older than them.
Damon.
Yes?
You're 38. Leave the lollies to me.
Oh crap, you're right! Let me just say 15! 15! Ah! Okay, seriously though, what the heck is Randy doing here? For anybody who isn't familiar with him, he's one of the main playable characters of the Crossbell games. He's freaking awesome. I believe I made it clear.
He's really strong, too.
Oh my god, he is...
He's a third Halberd wielder, come to think of it.
Third?
Yeah, one of the Stall Ritter wields a Halberd, and so does one of the Class VII. One of the new Class VII.
Oh, well, if you're just counting everybody, then, General Morgan from Sky uses a Halberd.
I just mean like in this game.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, Randy was a police officer in Crossbell, who transferred from the CGF, the Crossbell Guardian Force, which is essentially their military. It's kind of like how Japan has a military, but technically doesn't have a military. Crossbell technically didn't have a military, but, they had a military.
Right.
But he is a former Red Constellation Jaeger who was disillusioned with the whole Jaeger thing and left. In fact, he was supposed to be the next leader of the Red Constellation. That's kind of important considering that Rutger Klossel, the former leader of Zephyr, who was the main rival of Red Constellation, is apparently a rather important character in this game, even though he is supposed to have died. Anyway, right now, as far as I'm aware, he should have been, working with the anti-Erebonian resistance in Crossbell, so for him to be employed by the Erebonian government is surprising to me. Normally we don't plan on stopping in the middle of cutscenes, but man, that went on forever last time. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, who's blonde-haired man? He was in the opening.
I don't remember his name. I'm bad with names. Thank you.
Michael Irving.
I am Michael Irving of the Railway Military Police.
Ooh! I love his tie and how loose it is.
Oh yeah, that's Randy. Okay, so that giant boo that Billy just let out was the Railway Military Police. We both really don't like the RMP. As individuals, they're fine.
But as an organization, they've got too much power.
Yeah, they are too strong. I really think that a lot of the Erebonian Civil War was provoked by Osborne essentially using the RMP, which was more or less acted as his private police force to go and essentially infringe the political rights of others. Now look, you don't have to like the system in Erebonia, but the system is the system. If you want to change the system, you should change the system through the system, not change it through essentially...
machinations?
Yeah, the only reason that the RMP was legal is because of Osborne's backing. It's like this ad hoc, not respecting the difference in power between local power, like local political power, and centralized political power. In the Cold Steel games, this didn't actually come up because the Reform faction generally looked really good, and even though they say Rean and Class VII never worked with the Reform faction, they were the third way, all on their own. They only helped the Reform faction, right? Anyway, in the Crossbell games, Mueller Vander, like the playable character from Sky, Kurt Vander's older brother, General Zex Vander's son, I think. Anyway, Mueller, when talking about the reformists, called them autocratic statists, which I actually think is pretty accurate. I'm all for reform, but they are just gathering obscene amounts of power. Consider that in the character records in this game, under Machias, it says that he's concerned about the rather overwhelming amount of power, like the unbecoming amount of power that the reformists are beginning to wield. I really feel like, and I know I'm barfing all this out, live with it. This is BSG. This is how we're going to keep doing things.
This is poli-science. This is one of Daymon's fortes.
Yeah, it is, actually. And I love the political situation and the political stuff in Trails because it's realistic. Anyway, what I was trying to get at, and then I'll shut up, is that I really think that Osborn isn't working with the Reform faction because he necessarily believes in that stuff. I mean, yeah, his background is such that he wouldn't really care for the nobles. I think he's just doing it because it was convenient. Like, he swept in and was actually able to take some sort of power and gain a lot of influence by supporting one side against the side that he actually was against. Which was the nobles.
The Reformists were just a convenient tool for him.
And as long as he just keeps giving the Reform faction what they want,
they'll give him what he wants.
Right. I mean, it's possible that I'm wrong, but for some reason, I don't think that the man who stole the Phantasmal Blaze plan from Ouroboros and who is well known for his propensity to annex nearby countries via military force is really concerned about, like, super clean, super modernized government. I think he's just passing it out as kind of like red meat to the base because those are the people who will support him. So anyway, all that is to say, that's why I don't like the RMP. Individuals in it are fine, though. Like Claire or probably this guy, I'm sure they're fine.
See, I just expressed that by saying boo really loud. I don't know why he went on such a tangent.
Look, it was going to come up eventually, and this way I don't have to do it again later. I just had to barf all that out. Mind you, if they actually come in and there's something illegal going on, I mean, I get that their jurisdiction is all up and down every place with the railway, but I mean, I think that's dirty. Anyway, I get if they find something illegal or some corruption that they need to do something about it. Like, absolutely. But I will tell you what, if I were the governor of a province in Erebonia, I would hate these guys with a burning passion.
Mm-hmm.
Ranch campus though it may be, I will do my utmost to serve as chief instructor.
Well, lucky me. Didn't expect to run into such a celeb at a place like this.
I've been really curious how Randy's voice was going to work. It's weird hearing them in English after going through all of Crossbell, because I did play with the Evo voice patches. Randy's Japanese voice actor, Miki Shinichiro, is somebody I've liked for years and years and years. He was so good. Hopefully this dude will not disappoint. And why are you here?
Name's Randolph Orlando. Got transferred here from the Imperial Army Crossbell Unit.
He was in the military?
That's fishy. That's fishy.
Also interesting that he's going by Randolph.
I've been hearing your name all over lately. Pleasure to finally meet the man himself.
And in just a minute, I'll start hitting on the honey.
Yeah, he will.
Rean.
I'm Rean Schwarzer.
I wonder if he knows who Randy is.
Just a rookie who recently graduated from Thor's main campus.
Yeah, everybody knows who you are, man.
Pleased to meet you. Major Irving, First Lieutenant Orlando.
Oh wow, he really got promoted.
Likewise.
Well, if it got annexed, it would make some degree of sense that they would just kind of absorb the...
But Randy should not be pro-military.
Well, I don't think he is, which means he's clearly here.
Pro-Empire, I mean.
Well, he probably isn't, which means he's here on an agenda.
That's probably true. Also, it's funny that now he is a first lieutenant, in Japanese, Chui. When his girlfriend, I mean, they deny it, but come on. When his girlfriend, Morale, got promoted to first lieutenant, and she greatly outranked him, it was like a big celebration and like a big deal, and now he casually is that. Memories.
It's an honor to be able to work with the famous Ashen Chevalier.
Context, having it all and being able to communicate it.
But keep in mind, we're not looking for heroics from Divine Knights here. We're only interested in your aptitude as an instructor.
Understood.
That makes sense. Then why's Randy here? All he'll do is be a bad influence on people.
Yes, well, if Thor has proven anything, it's that they don't really care about that, Sarah.
Well, she was a really good instructor, though.
Well, he could be a really good instructor, despite everything.
He is good at being a Nichan, and he's good at killing people. That's about it.
He's from the Railway Military Police. I certainly didn't expect to find a ranking officer like him working here.
Didn't you?
Yeah, Major is a command level rank.
Not to mention...
Yeah.
That look tells me you know a bit about my sordid backstory.
It is very sordid.
Been peeking through the Intelligence Division's files, I take it.
Well, Just like you, Randy, Lecter is a friend of Rean's.
Yes, I can't deny it.
I did kind of fight your friends, you know.
From what I could tell, it was a pretty complicated situation that sent you here.
Please, go on.
Not as complicated as yours, I'm sure.
I doubt that.
Anyway, all of us instructors are here now.
That look on Irving's face. Should we call him Michael? Irving?
He's called Michael in the text box.
Okay, Michael it is.
Major, Instructor Randolph, I'm looking forward to working with you.
Hit on her. Hit on her.
Indeed. I'm curious to see what you'll bring here.
She's really good. She's probably better than you, so you can, shut it.
Especially after you turned down a position with us. I've been curious as to why.
It's no mystery.
Because-
she's not dumb.
Because Toa's a good girl.
So you knew about that?
Oh, that's so? You must be better than you look for the RMP to roll out the red carpet.
Yeah.
I heard you graduated early. What are you, like 17 or something?
No, I'm 21.
Actually, I'm 21.
I said that because I knew how old she was.
Right.
What? Uh-uh. You're seriously only 3 years younger than me?
Oh my god. She's legal? Yes! It's what Randy says, because man, he does go after everyone. No, really, he's a good guy. He's not actually flighty.
Right.
Like, he flirts with everybody outrageously, but then when his girlfriend was getting promoted, he quietly went and bought her, like, really good presents. And, she was, like, really happy when she got them.
Awesome.
He's one of those people.
Yeah. Him and Angie would get along.
4 instructors. That's about what I was expecting, honestly.
Oh my god. If Randy ever meets Angelica Rogner, they'll probably just hit it off amazingly well.
Are we going to teach the entire curriculum among us, though?
Correct.
Oh my
There aren't
gosh!
many students, but it will still require great work on our part.
Then why is the school building so huge?
Only 4 instructors and 2 of them are rookies and 1 of them is Randy?
You're just not gonna let that go, are you?
No!
Training, lectures, all manner of miscellaneous tasks. We will, however, receive assistance from the special advisor and the principal.
Okay, at least there's that. Also, I guess when it comes to military instruction, Randy is very good. He is very versed in everything military.
Oh, he was a freaking Jaeger.
Yeah.
We have a special advisor? And what's our principal like?
Well,
Let's just say that out of all the people in this great big empire,
I mean, I do know who the principal is.
I never thought I'd meet someone quite as intense as our principal.
Really?
The last time you saw her, you weren't exactly on good terms.
Yeah.
Try not to be too shocked, okay?
They were sort of fighting in robots at the time.
You've actually met her before, Rean.
Thank you for waiting.
Aurelia Le Guin.
Ah.
She didn't have very much time in Cold Steel 2, but you could tell that she was being introduced for a reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, she seems to be pretty dang amazing, having mastered the Vander School and the Arcade schools of swordsmanship.
Speak of the devil.
And she was the overall military commander for the Noble Alliance forces.
What?
Huh, I see.
Oh, good.
And Professor G. Schmidt, too. Well, that makes sense. Campus, blah, blah, robots, blah, blah, Schmidt, blah, blah.
Thank you for coming.
I wonder what... I can't wait to see Tita interacting with Schmidt.
Oh my god.
Whatever is that slack-jawed expression for?
Also, I think George is actually working for him now.
Oh, cool.
George Gnome. I don't remember what the G stands for. It'd be weird if it was George.
I believe we met during the Civil War. Or have you already forgotten my face?
Now I wish I could, though.
He does look pretty evil, doesn't he?
He's also a douche.
Not that I give a whit either way.
Well, all 3 of the big assistants of Epstein, are very special.
No, of course not. It's good to see you again, Professor Schmidt. I've always appreciated how you helped me with Valamar's Tachi.
As I said before, save it.
I do not care for interacting with humans.
He's got a really Schmitty personality.
Though my title is Special Advisor, I plan to focus only on my research.
As he does.
So do not bother me. If you do, I will be very angry and ignore you.
Do endeavor to make yourself useful to me, Schwarzer. Or should I say, Ashen Awakener.
Well, you know, some things never change.
He was one of Professor Epstein's disciples, right?
Hold on, he said that out loud, so why was it in parentheses as if he thought it? That's always been used to denote thinking up to this point.
Huh, I didn't notice that. Oh, there is a log, good.
Would you call that thinking out loud?
Or maybe not. You sure he ain't some faker?
No, he's the real deal.
They're whispering to each other, that's
Okay.
what it means. Okay.
There we go.
I was about to call you out!
And then Schmidt's gonna be like, I can hear everything you're saying.
I'm starting to understand why I got hired here in the first place. I never imagined I would meet you here.
Oh, it's been about half a year, hasn't it, Schwarzer? Well, since we've all gathered, allow me to say a few words about myself.
I am glad to see her. You know, I feel like the Civil War was much more complicated than it really got the screen time for, or at least what Rean was doing. And besides, there were enough mustache-twirling nobles to deal with. Kind of didn't have time to focus on the more complicated aspects of it.
Uh-huh.
After the destruction of the Vermilion Apocalypse, which admittedly everyone forgot about.
Somehow.
Magic. After that, Osborne was able, and you know, Cayenne was gone at this point, so Osborne was able to wrangle the nobles sort of back into the fold. It's good to see that society is not broken.
Yeah.
I mean, look, whatever you want to think of the nobles, keep in mind how many of the obvious protagonists are nobles too.
Yeah.
People who are oppressive asswipes are oppressive asswipes, but that's not who everyone is.
Whether they're noble or not.
Yeah. I mean, hating one side of society is,
During the Civil War, I was the general of the defeated Noble Alliance.
well, you probably shouldn't hate an entire social class. That might lead to problems down the line, just saying. I mean, kind of like the problems that they actually had.
Yeah.
I then oversaw the Northern War, resulting in the annexation of Northumbria.
Oh, that's new!
Well, that may actually be for the best.
Poor guys.
I mean, that way, like, Northumbria is the country where the Salt Pale formed some years ago.
And turned half the country into salt.
I mean, it makes sense that Osborne just annexes every small place nearby. I mean, I wonder if he'll ever go after Remiferia, but at least in the case of Northumbria, it might actually help the place out.
But you may think of me as Aurelia Le Guin, principal of Thor's branch campus.
Gotcha, Principal Penguin.
Penguin?
Oh, you know, like Le Guin, Penguin. That's the best I got, man. Don't give me the cold shoulder.
Rean,
All that packed into one woman. Guess it's not so crazy for you to be here after all, eh, Major?
Principal Le Guin, it's time. Shall we proceed?
Yes, let's begin. Herschel, gather up our fledglings and bring them to the grounds.
yes, ma'am. I'll see you soon, Rean.
Bah.
By yourself!
Alrighty, let's see what kind of guys and gals we got.
I just cannot believe that you, of all people, are entrusted with raising children.
Schwarzer, see to it you aren't late.
It's not like he doesn't have some experience.
Well, that's true. He was the big brother of the SSS and the Crossbelts.
Late? To what?
How will he match up against the professional Oni-chan, Rean Schwarzer, giver of head pats?
He does it in a different way. Together, their skills will be very complementary.
I wonder if they'll have a dual S-craft?
To our entrance ceremony, of course.
It's just so interesting to see this from the other side, from the teacher perspective.
What? I had no idea.
That would be because we set the date and time without telling you. You'll even be meeting your fledglings there. Exciting, no? Show them what it means to be the Ashen Chevalier.
It's starting to seem like the rumors about this place being difficult weren't exaggerations. All right then. I should probably put these on.
Glasses, huh?
I approve.
Now he's in adult mode. Wow, there really aren't many students.
Well, there's Tita.
Interesting looking bunch. And Altina, she's a student, huh? That guy standing behind her looked creepy. His evil eyes.
Hey, he can't help the eyes he was born with.
No, you're right. Wow, the student-to-teacher ratio is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Daymon, no.
Oh, that woman.
Isn't she the Golden Rakshasa? And that black-haired guy.
Whoa! He's super famous. Huh, it's him.
I love how she has the goggles.
Uh-huh.
Not gonna lie, I missed the hat, but...
Me too, me too.
Seriously?
Oh dear. How unexpected.
The Ashen Chevalier.
No way.
Yeah, that'll be awkward.
What?
Yeah.
Girl is...
You got a lot of old enemies you've got to work with now.
Attention! I will have silence!
No, you won't. Shut up. Okay.
We will now begin the entrance ceremony for Thor's Military Academy's branch campus.
You see him?
Yeah, I see him.
The opening speeches will be omitted. We will begin by announcing class assignments. First, Class 8, Combat Tactics.
Okay.
The instructor is Randolph Orlando.
Nobody can beat him at that.
Right. Step forward when I call your name. Jessica, Wayne, Sydney, Maya, Ash, Freddy, Gustav, and Leonora. You 8.
That makes sense that Ash is going to be one of Randy's students.
Yeah.
You know, he fought like Randy.
Next, Class 9, Military Finance. The instructor is Toa Herschel.
More administrative stuff where she's absolutely perfect for that.
I'll call out names now. Sandy, Kyrie, Tita.
Huh, what's she doing in that division? Well, that makes sense, I guess.
Well, considering the family business.
Research?
Yeah, but she did build a giant robot, also.
What does it have to do with military finance?
Taking over the family business will require some degree of financial...
The family business is research!
Louise, Tatiana, Valerie, Muse, Pablo, and Stark. There are 9 of you in total.
Rean only gets Altina.
Muse is how you say it, huh? Well, that's better than mus, meese, mas, moose, mus.
I like that better.
Well, I mean, you can still call her that.
Class 8 and Class 9. Combat Tactics and Military Finance.
I see the remaining 3. Oh, goody. The problem people. The I hate the Empire girl. The I'm in a complicated social position because of my family guy. And the why is she actually at a school? I don't even know what she is.
And the ones left over are...
Grown in the tube girl.
Silence! We will now have a word from our principal. Principal, if you would.
I am Aurelia Le Guin, principal of the branch campus. As some of you are new to Erebonia, not all of you may be familiar with my name. That, however, is of little concern to me.
Obviously not, or she wouldn't have said it that way. By the way, I'm famous, but it's okay if you don't know that I'm famous. But
I am famous.
I am.
A few of you may have noticed already, but I'll spell it out for the rest. This school is a trash bin.
Yep. Problem, kids.
Thor's main campus will be welcoming the Crown Prince this year. As such, it will go through heavy reform.
So Cedric is finally going to Thor's.
This campus is a place they can toss aside those deemed too troublesome, or those with problematic backgrounds.
Now that explains why Randy's here.
Okay, Randy would actually be really good in a place like this. And I suppose this is why Aurelia is here, too. When I think about people like Monk from Thor's...
the radio guy?
Before, like, it's amazing that none of them went to something like a branch campus. I guess there wasn't a place like this that existed, though, so...
Yeah.
Just like that, all of you, our instructors, and even myself, are here because we have been tossed aside.
No one wants to work with Schmidt, and he doesn't have to do anything anyway.
So why is Toa here?
She's rejected every employment offer she was given and probably got on the bad side of...
That's a fair point.
You know, she was kind of sponsored by a lot of the government stuff. Like, you know, she was at the trade conference in Crossbell, and everyone's probably angry she turned them all down.
Okay.
I can't speak for this Michael Irving guy. Aurelia Le Guin is in a difficult situation. As for Rean, give me a break, come on. Like, he has not been thrown away. Then why is Altina here?
I don't like the implications there.
Hey now.
No, Principal Le Guin. That is far too...
realistic.
However, there is a saying, be ever vigilant as though the world is a battlefield. Such a mindset is difficult to learn in times of peace. However, the situation we find ourselves in is a perfect environment for it. Those who lack the resolve to better themselves, to reforge themselves in the fires of adversity, leave now. Or you run the risk of leaving later, in Adios's arms.
Oh, goodness!
Ooh!
If you do not do well, I will kill you. The curriculum will kill you. The paper tests will kill you. Don't ask me how.
Very well. In that case, I welcome each and every one of you to Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
The Thor's motto.
I greet you with these familiar words from Emperor Dreigels.
Well, she actually seems pretty friendly. Aurelia, that is.
Right.
To build a whole campus with this small amount of students and staff.
That does seem a little weird, doesn't it?
And Schmidt is here, and Rean.
Well, I'm nice and overwhelmed now, but...
Surely something is going on.
Just where are we supposed to go?
Well, you know, just like last time, that's why you're Class 7. Room for Cold Steel 1, everybody got their class assignments, and then there were the others that were left. But why is Tina... Oh, she's talking to Schmidt, okay.
General, Principal.
Also, Schmidt might not actually hate Tita.
That would make sense. She's really smart.
And Russell family, the Russells are Professor... what's her name? Albert? Yeah, Albert Russell was also one of Epstein's assistants.
Yeah.
Well, he probably just takes a dump all over all of them.
Could I get you to announce the final class?
I like how I'm so interested in all the different relationships that character A has to character B, and there's like 5,000 characters.
This is Trails after all.
Yep.
Huh?
Very well.
Waits to be prompted, too.
We'll be picking up after the main campus's classes 1 through 6, with our own classes 7 through 9.
Oh.
The 3 of you make up Class 7, Special Operations.
Oh, come on. This is very clearly intentional.
No. I said oh because it does seem like there is a class 1 through 6, but they're in the normal campus. That's what I meant.
Your instructor will be him, Rean Schwarzer.
For some reason, he has some kind of a connection with Class 7-y things. Windmills, killing birds. giant robot hangars. Einhell Keep. Well, it can't be a giant robot hangar. The door's too small.
Wow. I looked over the blueprints, but I didn't think it'd be this big.
Don't get so excited. This facility is nothing remarkable. As I explained before, much of your duties will be performed here under my direction.
Ah, okay.
I expect nothing short of raw talent from a Russell.
Well, don't worry, you've got it.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
she's got talent to spare.
Hold on, did you say to bear?
Roar!
Are you saying she's talented at constructing bears? At taming bears? At feeding bears? At attracting bears?
I barely know what I'm talking about anymore.
So, she's a student here after all.
I just want to point out, she's fought more world-ending demons than you have, buddy.
I could swear I've heard the name Russell somewhere before. But more importantly,
As I understand, she's from Crossbell and really hates the Empire.
that we're Class 7 is clearly no coincidence. Only 3 students, and she's one of them.
I see, so they actually even know each other. Well, then again, he may be talking about Altina.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was talking about.
Combat tactics and military finance are undergoing their orientations at the moment. Special operations will be having an orienteering exercise. You must make it through this facility in one piece.
Oh, God.
Sounds familiar, but why is the instructor going too?
Well, you know, we're still playing as him.
By the way, that freaking gargoyle boss at the end of the orienteering exercise in Cold Steel 1 in Nightmare was freaking hard!
In one piece? What does that mean?
You'll be issued a swimsuit.
Either that or you're becoming a pirate.
What is this building for?
It's called Einhell Keep. It was built in conjunction with the branch campus for testing new methods of training.
So it's kind of like the Danger Room in X-Men?
That's what I was thinking.
Also, I love Schmidt's voice. It's just dripping with, like, disdain and contempt.
Yeah, he's a real Schmidt head.
The interior is fully controllable via orbal technology and features variable difficulty levels.
It is the Danger Room!
As for your exercise, you will be combating monsters and such unleashed within the keep.
Now, I understand what was going on at the old schoolhouse and why there were, like, fiends there, or monsters. But you mean this time you're specifically going and getting monsters and putting them in the keep?
I guess they are.
Man, how cruel.
What?
Monsters? That's a joke, right?
Now I understand. Special operations, indeed. I guess this is a fitting enough exercise, given our class's name.
Glad you pointed that out.
And it's not just for my students either, is it?
It helps that you're quick on the uptake.
I mean, you're the main character of the game, so we can't not actually have you involved in this stuff.
Don't be so meta.
You be quiet, Schmidt!
I refuse.
Schmidt head indeed.
That said, don't assume it will be the same as the Class 7 you were part of. Rather than an experimental clash between social classes, this one will act as an established task force for assignments in the field. And as its instructor, you will have your students see each assignment through.
It's all starting to come together.
Can you explain then? Yeah.
Hold on just a second.
I love it. Just, we're not interacting, we're not interacting, we're not interacting. I'm from the Black Workshop. And for some reason, I'm now in school.
We did what you said and came here. But what the heck is all this crap?
Okay, I see why she's a problem, student.
This is just... I mean, no one ever told me I was being put in some shady Black Ops squad.
Your placement in Class 7 is the result of your aptitude test, Cadet Crawford.
Yeah, how dare you have aptitude?
If you are dissatisfied, you have the option to pack your bags and return to the Military Police Academy.
That's all the way in Crossbell.
Oh, yeah.
I've yet to accept the situation, but I understand it now, at the very least.
It's in the middle of a forest, and it's also right next to the prison in Crossbell.
Ooh.
And, like, there's this big, deep forest that occasionally had cryptids in it that they do training exercises in.
Huh.
Can you give us more details?
Certainly. Instructor Schwarzer and the three of you will enter the keep and stand by for further instructions.
Hooray!
Let's see how broken they are.
While on standby, they will explain their qualifications as you brief them on the use of the Arcus II.
They won't be broken yet. They're only going to be level 1.
Understood.
Bah! Finally, we can begin the trial.
Why do you even care?
Disciple candidate, don't dawdle. Everything must be up and running in 10 minutes.
My time is very valuable, and I don't like to waste it.
Okay, fine!
Yes.
I don't have time to be shooting the Schmidt with you.
Ugh.
Damn. Looks like this school's even more messed up than I'd heard.
Agate? Yeah.
I'd prefer if non-affiliates stayed off the premises.
By the way, why are you here? I mean, I'm glad to see you here. I just want to know why.
Take it easy. I ain't here to cause trouble. As soon as she's done with her orientation, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Oh, there you go. All right. So he's just here to, like, escort her here just to be nice.
Yeah.
Very well. You may have been referred here by the royal family, but don't forget your place.
Oh, you mean as a friend of the prince?
That extends to any actions you and your friends will take in the Empire from here on out.
That makes sense.
Man, it sure is great being a bracer with ties to the royal family, huh?
2 royal families.
Oh, yeah.
They really don't want him doing anything.
I'd say that's up to you guys, you know?
Well done.
You got a whole country up to its neck in plots and schemes, and then a screwed up school like this pops up out of nowhere.
I mean, that's Agate for you. He didn't give a Schmidt.
Really makes you wonder who's pulling the strings around here.
I suppose I should have expected as much from an A-rank bracer.
Excellent. He's an A rank now.
A stands for Agate.
Well, it does now. Well, he was always B rank before, so it's good to see that he's moving up in the world.
Oh.
What an interesting looking place, and what strange music.
A facility full of untested mechanisms certainly sounds like a playground for the professor.
Oh my god, this is just fun for him.
So how much do you already know?
Let's see what kind of hell I can put them through.
The only enjoyment he gets.
Nothing too specific. The above-ground portion is a cube measuring 50 arch on each side, and the below-ground area is still being expanded.
Oh my god, Altina, thank you very much for telling me the outside physical dimensions, because that is exactly what Rean was asking. How many arch is each side of this cube?
Are the two of you already acquainted?
Something like that.
Well, they probably aren't going to talk.
We are. I just had no idea she'd be one of my students. But that's neither here nor there.
Acquainted does not mean friends.
Exactly. She was always kind of confused by how big brotherly he would act towards her.
Well, she kept assuming he was a pervert, too.
I feel that pain.
Billy.
Let's start with introductions while everything's being prepped.
That includes you, Altina? Miss Orion?
I just got here earlier today, so I'm sorry I haven't had time to speak with you two yet. I'm...
Why even bother introducing yourself?
Because I have humility?
Okay, he's got his work cut out for him.
Uh-huh.
We all know you're Rean Schwarzer, the Ashen Chevalier.
The guy who waved his hand and destroyed thousands of provincial troops and their Panzer Soldats.
The big hero who put an end to the Erebonian Civil War when he was just a student. Not to mention the occupation of Crossbell.
He fired beams from his mouth and destroyed Orcus Tower.
I'm sure everyone in Erebonia knows who you are. Probably everyone in Crossbell, too.
And it turns out that before going to Thor's, he was the lead performer in Archon Shell, and... Sorry, I'm just fabricating the legend of Rean. Well, to be fair, Rean is gonna have to live with this.
It's true.
In addition, you resolved incident after incident across the Empire as part of your schoolwork.
I mean, you're a celebrity, bro.
Then, during the Northern War last October, you worked alongside General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius to annex Northumbria.
Good ties to the military there. That's 2 independent states that Mr. Schwarzer has helped annex. I hope he is happy working for his boss.
Le Guin? Like our principal?
The same?
Wait, what? And he helped occupy Northumbria?
That's erroneous. The actual circumstances were...
You're both very well informed. Though, calling me a hero is a bit much.
Huh. Well done, good deflection.
I'd still like to say a little bit about myself. As you know, I'm Rean Schwarzer. I'm a graduate of Thor's Military Academy's main campus. I got my diploma just last month, and I'm starting as an instructor here at the branch campus today.
I have to say, the glasses actually do really make him look more adult.
They do.
I'll be overseeing martial arts and Panzer Soldat training outside the classroom. Inside the classroom, I'll be teaching history.
Hopefully you'll be doing it just like Thomas. We need to know more about turnips.
I don't think anyone could do it like Thomas.
Also, I wonder if Rean knows how to actually pilot instead of just control Valimar.
That's a good question.
Since he's teaching it, I suppose he probably does.
But it can't control the same at all.
No, not at all.
That is, of course, in addition to being the homeroom teacher for Class VII Special Operations.
I'll go next.
I'm not useless.
He does have that not useless look to him.
And the hair.
My name is Kurt Vander. I'm from the capital.
And by not useless, I mean exactly useless. No, I'm sure they're actually nothing alike.
I've heard more than just the common stories about you.
He's heard the stories about the I-beams.
Well, he's probably heard a bit from Zex Vander and Mueller Vander.
Yeah.
I really like the Vanders.
You're a Vander? That would make you General Zex and Lieutenant Colonel Mueller's...
Mueller is my older brother, and Zex is my uncle.
Uncle, that's it.
Though I'm aware I look nothing like them, right up to my hair.
Yeah.
Well, you have neither an eye patch nor an extremely snarky face dedicated to destroying princes, so...
It's true, he doesn't have dark hair or even a similar build.
By the way, are those glasses fake?
Ouch!
They're my adult-looking glasses. I wear them when I want to look like an adult. I'm sorry I don't pass your muster, sir. I mean, my student!
They don't look good on you at all. You should probably get rid of them.
Excuse me? Do you want to fight? Well, I don't really care enough about it, so no, I don't care.
I feel like I should be pro-glasses.
I really like the look of glasses, and I don't wear them because I don't need them. One of these days, though, I'm sure I will need glasses, and then I will like the look of them. That was coherent.
Oof.
Yeah, basically.
Since I hate the instructor, I will laugh at your joke.
Fashion is clearly not their intended function.
Altina, are you sticking up for me?
Go die.
Okay.
All right, I get it. They don't look good. No need to rub it in. Nice to meet you, Kurt. You're up next.
Fine. Oh, brother.
I'm from Crossbell and I hate you. The end.
Basically.
Una Crawford.
I'm Una Crawford. I transferred here from the Crossbell Police Academy.
I guess that's sort of the branch that Randy took. I guess they've sort of integrated the Crossbell Police and CGF into the Imperial Army. But you'd think that there would be rather some opposition to that.
Well, there probably is, but she may not have had any sway in it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what I'm talking about is the CGF as an institution.
And honestly, I'd rather not be here. But if that's how it's gonna be, then I'll just have to make the most of it.
Maybe you really ought to go talk to Randy. He might actually be able to help.
Ah, Crossbell. I had my suspicions.
By the way, I, Daymon, am a giant Crossbell partisan, so I'm halfway gonna be cheering for her dumping on Rean.
I'm more of a Volge myself. That was a polearm joke.
You made a polearm joke?
Oh, we were talking about halberds earlier. It just seemed appropriate.
Come! Continue! Talk more about polearms!
Well, there's a glaive, and a lucerne hammer, and pike. Let's not forget those.
Moving on!
So, when you say police academy, you're talking about the military police academy, right?
There was no military slapped on the name before the annexation.
Yeah.
You guys are the ones who changed it.
That's why I didn't recognize it immediately when he said Military Police Academy.
Are you saying I can only call it by the official name the great and powerful Erebonia has blessed it with?
I didn't know what the name was before they changed it!
Well, it was Police Academy. Even changing the name of a place like that actually is sort of like Erebonia is coming in and Erebonianizing the institutions of Crossbell. So I really see where she's coming from with this.
No, that's not what I meant. Sorry. I was being insensitive.
Well, I might have overreacted.
Okay, maybe you're not a jerk.
I'll give it a few more chapters.
But I still don't accept that name.
Yeah. That's completely understandable.
Ah, and she uses tonfa, right. Well, that makes sense.
You're right!
Well, they're a very policey, defense suppressive-y sort of weapon.
I'm less than.
I was grown in a tube.
Altina Orion, formerly part of the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division.
Formerly, huh? So why formerly? I'm going to laugh if Milliam is a better intelligence agent. Yeah, why are you at a school?
Isn't that classified?
That must be something to do with the Orion name. If you're grown in a tube, you tend to blurt out classified information.
My affiliation with them ended upon my enrollment here. On paper.
But I'm actually still a spy, so watch your back.
Yeah, on paper, just like you said.
Please, think nothing of it.
Sure, kid.
Please do not poison us.
I feel as though I've just heard something I shouldn't have.
The intelligence division is pretty hardcore, isn't it? Hold up! What do you mean, on paper?
Nothing.
Slip of the tongue. Oops.
Oops. My bad.
There's that snark.
Thank you for waiting. Preparations are now complete for the Level 0 Einhell trial.
We will now begin your experiment orientation. Oops. Slip of the tongue.
Professor!
If you haven't already, please set your Arcus 2s now.
Is that the girl from earlier?
Sigh, I wish she were here too.
I was under the impression she was a student, like us.
Understood. Give us just a moment.
I have to tutorialize everyone on Master Quartz.
Each of you were given one of these, right?
Ah, that.
I was sent one, but I haven't turned it on yet.
She is like the worst student.
It's a battle ornament. Normal battle ornaments are personal devices that link with their user and can produce a variety of effects. They can improve your physical abilities and allow you to cast orbal arts, among other things.
And it's also a cell phone, and it's really cool, so deal with it.
But this is the newest model, the Arcus 2. It has a few additional functions.
Like instant messaging.
Interesting.
Oh!
It's a little different from the Enigma models in Crossbell.
And Snapchat.
Personally, I prefer the Enigma 2, not gonna lie. But that's because I did like the old system, where you had to, like, match, like, different values
To get the spells.
on a line to get the arts you wanted.
Yeah.
But the Arcus works just fine.
To be precise, they are the product of a collaboration between the Reinford Company and Epstein Foundation. I assume these models are combat ready?
Yeah, I'll explain how they work. Now, each of you take one of these.
Something that I really like about the different combat ornaments in the Trails series is they're the perfect excuse for having to start all over.
Yeah.
In between games. Like, well, here's a new ornament, so
everything's different now.
All your old quartz doesn't work in this ornament, so you just have to start from scratch.
It's such a convenient reason.
What about yours, dude? By the way, are you still running Force?
We get Master Quartz?
The Enigmas did have these.
Yeah, Enigmas are better. I like how she's like even going as far as talking about the Enigmas.
The basics should be the same. Go ahead and set your Master Quartz in a central slot.
I don't know. I guess the basics are the same, but the Enigma 2 had Master Arts, and oh god, Master Arts were so powerful.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about them. They were really strong.
It was just like, as long as you're casting this art, which just goes on forever, all your arts do 50% more damage, or everyone just gets CP regeneration every turn.
Well, that's okay. Now we got Brave Orders.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
Here?
I should set mine while they're at it.
Why is it every Trails game starts with a tutorial on Master Quartz? Well, okay, everyone, since there have been Master Quartz.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, what?
And now I could equip my Master Quartz, but I think I'm just gonna run around, see what I find.
We gotta be us.
I look so silly doing this.
Instructor Schwarzer, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing particularly valuable, sir.
I know.